do that.
Okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 43 of the Lipstick Nerds podcast. I'm your host, Nikki Powell, and alongside me today, as always, Amanda Kane.
I really wanted to drink my coffee, and then I was like, wait, it's going to be my turn.
We're right in the middle of intros. Come on.
But it's coffee, and it's like 10. Well, it's 11, so I guess I really shouldn't complain.
I haven't had coffee. I literally had a sip of coffee, my first sip of coffee in a month and a half yesterday morning. And it was even like half of a sip. G was like, stop drinking that coffee.
Why? You're not allowed to have coffee?
No?
Well, it's caffeine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
For those that don't follow me on Twitter and Instagram and every other social media out there. Yeah. So we're prego.
Nikki's ego is prego.
Yeah. Player 3's on the way. Woo. Actually, Joey bought me one of the first baby gifts that we got. Joey Noel on Twitter. We were at Kind of Funny Live this weekend, and she was like, have you gotten a package yet? And I was like, no, because she asked for my address a while ago. She's like, okay, I'm just going to show you. It's just, she showed me a picture of this onesie that was supposed to be at my house last week. And it's got this cute little PlayStation control on it. Oh, I'll show it. It's right here. It's adorable. And it says, Player 3 is here. It's so cute. Oh. I love it. Like, it's pink.
We need to make a custom Lipstick Nerds onesie.
It's going to happen. So I was also talking to Shauna, who is the co-owner of AV Youth. And I don't know, if any of you were at Kind of Funny Live, she was there. She and her husband, Nick, the Cascarellas. They're great. We're going to get Shauna on the show because she hosts her own podcast. Something about bras? I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, she hosts her own podcast and it's great. And they have this clothing line called AV Youth. And it had this symbol that was a cross between Versace and Olmec, and it's a really freaking baller. So I bought the t-shirt this weekend, and I was like, if you guys ever want to branch out into onesies and stuff, I would be more than happy to have my little one over here model it for you. And she's like, actually, we have a niece coming soon, so we're probably going to have some onesies coming along, which is very exciting. Yeah.
Onesies.
Yeah. And then, so we met Danny Lachette this weekend, the Nightwing from Nightwing the series, and he was pretty freaking awesome. And I told him if he finds any Nightwing onesies anywhere, he has to send me one. So he's like, I'll keep an eye out. And his friend, I guess, likes Red Hood, likes Jason Todd more than Dick Grayson. He was like, well, I'm only going to tell you if I find any Red Hood ones. I was like, well, that's fine too. I'll take both. So you've been crazy busy over on your side with some game you've been obsessed with, which I know nothing about. So I figured we could talk a little bit about that. God. Because we have a few questions for you. I like how the questions were asked towards us, but they're mainly towards you.
Yes. It's my time to shine. I went 15-0 last night. I did that right? I don't sports. So the win comes first, the loss comes second. Yeah. Okay. I went 15 and I don't know why the loss would come first. That'd be late.
Oh no, I think it's
15.
Yeah. When comes first?
Okay. Well, internet. I don't sports. So I won 15 games in a row with Elijah, Ben, a couple of Ben's friends, and Sean. And it we were just the team were demolishing. And then I guess Blizzard was like, we've had enough of your bullcrap because they teamed us up with or teamed us against people that were level 45s and 50s or something crazy like that. So people that have obviously been playing for a really long time. However,
what level
there
are
is
you
a
at?
lady out there. Okay, so I have been playing a lot, but my PlayStation fails. It was failing. It kept giving me an error. So I would play a match, and as the match was about to end, it would close the game, and it kept doing that. So Blizzard was giving me penalties for leaving.
Oh.
So I was getting negative 75% XP every game that I played.
That's not fair.
I was only level. I think I was level 13. I might be level 15 now. So it was not. I finally got out of lever penalty last night. So I think I played 2 games. After all the 15 games we played, I think 2 of them I got regular XP. I was like, this sucks. We're killing it. But So I should be a lot higher than I actually am. But needless to say, I bought past Amanda was very smart and bought the 2-year warranty on her PS4 and took it to GameStop and was like, hey, this is broken. And he goes, okay, which one was this? I was like, the original? And he's like, what game did it come with? I'm like, no, dude, the original. And he's like, okay, well, I'm just going to give you I'm like, if it works, I don't care.
Right.
So I got a new one. Yay, passed
Amanda. 15 games too? Did you get 15 or was that you won 15?
We won 15 in a row.
Oh, I thought that he like gave you 15 games along with trading. I'm like, well, that's really freaking baller. Like
that would be awesome.
Right?
You know? I was just really excited that I was getting a replacement. I didn't have to go buy one.
In relation to this, which is why I totally just had you go first because I knew you're obsessed with it. At Justin Doss at Jushin on Twitter wants to know, what characters do you use? Because I don't know any of these characters, so I don't know like how cool they are, what they do, or whatever. So I won't know the difference.
Okay, I'll describe them to you because you'll know exactly why I use them. So I use D.Va. She is like Rise. She's
okay. I like her name too. Somebody that I would choose. Tell me she's like totally adorable and like has crazy colored hair.
She's adorable.
Awesome.
She's wicked cute. She's got the little like her thing is like the little paint right here, so it looks like
the war paint, like the football kind of stuff.
Yeah, except not. It was like this, like cat whiskers. And she's a tank because she rides around in a mech bunny suit.
Oh, fun!
Yeah, and so I play her. And I play Mercy because a lot of people, when we first started, didn't want to play support. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm going to play support again. So I picked up Mercy, and she's just this crazy angel that just does support. And so depending on kind of decide what I'm playing. Because
what color is D.Va?
Pink.
Pink.
Her, well, you can change. You get different skins. Are you looking her up? It's .va. No, that's Widowmaker.
Oh. I just Googled the list because I was going to go over them like, oh, here's a similar one. Mercy. Oh, she's blonde. I'd use her. Oh, D.Va. Oh, she looks adorable. Yeah, I would totally pick those two too.
And then, so like, a lot of times Sean likes to play Bastion and he likes to play Reinhardt. And they're two like big, actually, but it doesn't matter. So what I do, Mercy not only heals, but she also doubles everybody's damage. I probably shouldn't be telling everybody the strategy that we use. So never mind. Just kidding. Yeah, but if anybody wants to play with me, please just send me a friend request and ask me. Tell me who you are. Before you send me the friend request, because I don't accept real name requests from people, and I don't accept friend requests from people unless I know who they are beforehand, because my thing is just littered with people that are just like, hey, I want to be your friend. I'm like,
yeah. I think I spent 3 hours one day going through my friends list and deleting people, and I was like, okay, if you have absolutely no trophies and all of your friends are these girls that are like, hi, peace, cutesy, then no, you're gone. Like, bye-bye.
I gotta tell you, I play it, and because people at work play it on PC, and on PC, you can, on both of them, you can change there's like custom skins, you can change the taglines, victory poses, all that stuff. Like it's, the more you play, the more of these you unlock.
Yeah, like how they did in Call of Duty a long time ago. You could change all your shit to look hella cool. So I had like pink skulls and shit.
And D.Va has a tagline that I use on because I have it on PC, where she goes, winky face, winky face. So I just run around going, winky face the whole time.
Of course. That's awesome.
But
so that has completely taken over your life. I know, because I was at your house and you were up until like 2 a.m. like playing this game.
Trying to be quiet.
You're like, yawn, I'm gonna go to bed. Overwatch.
It's hard to like just go to bed when it's just sitting there waiting for you.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess I'll take your word for it. Okay, so we have some questions. We met a bunch of people at Kind of Funny Live too. So thanks for coming up and asking for pictures. I remember Nathan Swisher, who actually sent in a question. He is at OCR_Melkor on Twitter. Super awesome dude. He asked for a picture with us, and we were very flattered, and it was really awesome. It makes us feel cool.
And thank you all for like being like, "Hey, where's Amanda? Hey, where's Amanda?"
Yeah.
I was like, I swear, I'm sorry.
All I got the first 2 days was, "Hey, Nikki, where's Amanda? Where's G? Where are the people that I really want to hang out with?" And I'm like, "I'm right here. Love me. Like,
love me.
I'm here for you guys too.
I'm carrying a quarter Mexican." That was my favorite.
There's half of them in me. Okay, I'm like half here. So Nathan wants to know what our favorite moment from Kind of Funny Live 2 is, and we have a few different Kind of Funny Live questions. So we'll scroll through those first. I don't know, Amanda. What was your favorite part of the show?
The show itself, or just in general? Because my favorite part of these events are always meeting people. Just like hanging out with people. I got to meet Danny for the first time. That was awesome.
Yeah. We'll say the show first, and then we'll do like the outside stuff, because the outside stuff is always my favorite part now. Like now that it's as big as it is. So, but like of the show, what was the most entertaining or whatever?
I think Cisco and the Pokemon theme song was probably the most entertaining. But
that's pretty badass.
Even more than that was finding out later that Gio was in the Pikachu.
Oh my god, I loved it. She's been telling us all day. Like, we hung out with her all freaking day. She was at Street Eats. Gia is Tim's girlfriend, Tim Geddes. It was fantastic. I love her so much. She's great. She went to brunch with us one day. She even asked us what we were doing Saturday afternoon. She's like, I keep asking Tim what time I'm supposed to be at the event center, and he just won't tell me. So he's like, I'll tell you later. Don't worry about it. Like, whatever. And so can I just hang out with you guys? What are you guys doing? And we're like, we're going to the Soma Street Fair food thingy. So we all went to this thing, and she showed up and hung out with us all day. And then little do we know, she's going to be the one that's in this freaking Pokemon outfit. It was so cute. Oh, I loved it.
What's your favorite part?
So the Cisco thing was pretty badass. I told G, I was like, Cisco has to be there. He's coming, right? Like, he has to come. It's Kind of Funny Live too. He loves Kind of Funny. Like, there's no way that he didn't buy a ticket to this. And then the thong song comes on, and Tim is like, he's like lip syncing it because they're doing this lip sync battle thing. And I'm like, he's coming. I know it. I know Cisco's going to come out. He has to come out, right? And I look at G, and she's like, no, he's not going to come out. And then he came out, and I was like, oh, suck it in your face. Fucking Cisco is here. This is the greatest moment of my life. If 6th grade Nicole knew that fucking Cisco would be performing at this nerd event that I would be at in like 20 years or 10 years, whatever, God damn it, dude. Like, I would have died. It was so awesome. I think that their little aerobicize thing, the Champions Dance, was really fun. And I absolutely loved seeing Colin rap on stage. He was so happy. And just seeing all of them doing their own things that made them so happy made me happy. Like, I couldn't see shit, but I saw how fucking happy they were. And that was good enough. I was like, I'll sit on the floor and I'll listen to how happy you are right now, because they just had such a good time.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was pretty awesome. Christian, our lovely Christian, who was there with us the whole time at Pixel Brave on Twitter, says, top tips or advice for people who didn't go to Kind of Funny Live 2 but want to go to Kind of Funny Live 3. Save your money now. That's basically it.
Yeah.
You went last minute.
$100. And I don't know where it went. Like, I didn't even buy any merch. I was like, what is happening? Like, where is all of my money?
Yeah, it was ridiculous. A bottle of water was $5. A beer was like $12. It was.
I think that was just the hotel though, because like it was crazy expensive.
Yeah, that was pretty ridiculous.
Wear comfortable shoes. That's my advice.
Oh yeah, next year I'm like going running shoes all the way.
Put comfortable soles inside them, because
yeah. We didn't have that issue last year. Okay, there weren't any chairs this year. So it's like, wear running shoes. Don't wear like combat boots. Don't wear flats. Like, I made a huge mistake and my feet hurt so bad because the floor was like, something about that floor. It was so hard. Like, standing outside wasn't that bad. But then we went inside and it's like the floor had knives in it or something. It was terrible.
So I found out later that in that ballroom that we were in, they do a lot of like hardcore shows. So that floor is like for moshing and like all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why that hurt.
Yeah, it hurt really bad. It kind of sucked. I would say Amanda lives in the city, so it's like all you have to do is plan to take a part in. For me, it was like I knew what was happening. I knew there would be events beforehand. We always do community stuff, it seems now. Like we're always planning stuff for the few days beforehand and the few days after. Like everyone got in on Wednesday or Thursday, and a bunch of people met up Wednesday night to go to like Underdogs. And then Thursday, we all met in the city and did Alcatraz and Pier 39 and Christie Field, where we took a huge group picture, which was really fun. And then people kind of split and had their own dinners. And then a bunch of people got back together for game night at the Foundry, which was really cool. So there's a lot of stuff going on that day. If you follow everyone that's organizing it on Twitter, you're sure to keep up to date. So know that stuff happens the days beforehand. Like we did stuff on Friday. We did the stuff Saturday afternoon. We did stuff on Monday. Like people were leaving Monday and we had a little park get together. And I think even on Tuesday, there were a few people leaving on Tuesday and they got together. So if you think you only need to show up for the event, you should show up a long time before that. Because
yeah, I was going to say that would probably be my recommendation too. Like I enjoyed the event and I'm glad that I went to the event, but I honestly wish that I had actually just kind of done the extra stuff that you guys were doing.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I love seeing the guys and I love seeing what they put together and what they do. But honestly, if I hadn't been able to get a ticket to the event and all I was able to do was show up and hang out, I'd had a great time. Like we had such a fun time hanging out. We were at 21st Amendment for 2 hours one morning. People would run across the street and grab a grilled cheese from the American Grilled Cheese Factory because they have amazing mac and cheese grilled cheese. And they'd come over and they'd order a beer and we'd just hang out like all day. And that's the fun part, is just sitting around and hanging out. And like, it's fun and awesome. And you get to meet new people. And like, it's 5 people that didn't know each other would all sit down at the same table. And then within an hour, they were best friends because we are best friends. So like, save your money now, book your ticket in advance, and don't freaking wait until the last second to get a hotel room. Don't do it. Because we had people contacting us like 2 days before, and they're like, I didn't get my hotel room yet. Where should I go? And I'm like, anywhere that's open. It's Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, you're screwed. Like the second the tickets went on sale and I knew what days it was going to be exactly, I booked my hotel. So don't wait around for other people. Save your money. Personally, I think the VIP ticket was kind of a bust. If you've never met the guys before, it was probably a really good idea to buy it because they got like special time and individual time. And I realized after that with the general admission ticket, they only let a certain amount of people in line to meet them. And I felt really bad that I took one of those spots. I had to get something signed for a friend. But honestly, like if I would have known they were going to cut the line off at a certain time, I'd have handed the poster to someone else to get signed because I don't need to meet them again. Like I've met them a million times. So
here's my thing with that. We stood in line to meet them again for a long time, but you don't really meet them. You get shuffled through a line and then shuffled through a table. Like it wasn't really a meet and greet. So if you want that kind of experience, honestly, like Nikki said, come for a few days earlier. Like Greg and his mom
showed
and
up at
everybody went
almost
out
every
with you
event.
guys.
Yeah.
So it's like do the extra stuff and don't expect that you're gonna get in line and have a meet and greet. Like I think I shook Nick's hand and I shook Tim's hand, and like as I was leaving, I think I was able to shake Greg's hand, but that was it. Like we took a picture and none of us are looking at the camera.
Yeah.
It's like it was just like, okay.
It was kind of a clusterfuck. Yeah. So honestly, I think they should have done all of the performance stuff on Saturday, and Sunday should have been strictly meet and greet. And it should have been like, we will take as much time as it needs. We open at 12, we close at 6, and for 6 hours, you get a solid 2 minutes with the guys or whatever. Like we'll fucking time it. From the time you get up there, you get 2 minutes. Tell all of them what you want, get your hugs, get your pictures, let's sign all this stuff, and then move on. It was
or like a mingle thing would have been nice too.
No way.
Like, oh, we hang out for
I don't think that would have worked at all. Like all of us hanging out, yeah. But if the guys were there, like you saw, Greg came out right in front of us and an entire just crowd of people flooded him. So like, That's just not going to work.
Okay, everyone needs to chill.
Yeah, so everyone needs to chill the fuck out and stop talking to people for 20 fucking
Your level is here. We need you down here.
Keep it super casual. Like, he will get to you, but everyone has to spread out. Like, we were at the Marriott bar Sunday night, and Greg showed up because he's been showing up to everything. And so he showed up to this, and it was like a flock of like a school of fish. He would go somewhere, and then this whole just group would like wander after him. And I'm like, if everyone sits down and hangs out, he'll go from group to group to group. I've seen it before. That's what happened at Beyond. He would make his way around and see people. He will not ignore you. But the problem is when so many people like freaking bum rush him, and that's all he gets is the people that are coming to him because he can't get anywhere, you're not going to see him. And you're not going to get that personal time with him. Like, he took a few people to the side and had a 10-minute conversation with them because he knew how much it meant. But it bothers me that people like hound him, and all of the guys, honestly. So
yeah, anywhere.
Yeah. So save your money. Book your shit ahead.
I'm happy for them.
Get there early and don't expect too much.
Don't expect too much.
Don't like hype up your expectations because you might be sad. But all in all, it was a fantastic. I spent fucking 5.5 days in the city, and it was awesome. So I loved seeing everybody, and we hung out, and we had boba like a million times. Oh, and just in case anyone didn't know, Amanda's like an amazing friend because she bought me boba all the way on BART.
You need to come back one weekend so we can just like hang out and chill with like no set
engagement party next weekend. You're coming to my house, and we're just gonna hang out and chill. We need to talk about that too, because I need to know how long you guys are staying and if we have time to hang out and chill and do stuff.
Okay.
Okay. At Joey Noelle and at Stoke Danny on Twitter both want to know why they love us so much, and they're both mad at each other because they both asked that question. So,
wow.
Right? They both love us so much because we're amazing, and we love them, and they're amazing. So
whoever hugs us the most is the winner of which one of you loves us more.
I don't know. I spent like 4 days in a hotel with Joey. She's pretty awesome. And I mean, I got a million hugs.
Oh, Danny, that's not looking good for you.
Okay. Although Danny did pick me up from the airport or from the hotel in Vegas and drop me off at the airport. Like, he came all the way from his house for like 5 minutes just to pick me up and drop me off. It was really awesome.
No, it was awesome. It was awesome. I wish I got to hang out with Joey more, but it was fantastic meeting Danny for the first time because you got to meet him at PSX, and it was fantastic meeting Nathan for the first time too. So it's like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's just really cool that we get to do this. Like, and
there was a bunch of other people that were like, "You guys are the lipstick nerds, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then I'm terrible with names, and I can't remember your names, but it was also nice to meet you too.
It's nice to meet you too, people.
All of you. We love you all. Okay, so next question. At Snarky Starkey, the official Kind of Funny dad of the group, Trevor. He says, welcome back, ladies. Have you figured out what nerdy things Nikki's little one will be exposed to first? And it's probably going to be nerdy onesies. So.
Nerdy onesies.
Yeah. I want to make like one of those mobiles, like the crib things. You know, that hang up in the crib and turn. I want to make one that's like all characters that fly, like all DC characters that fly, you know, like I want to put Batman on there and Superman and, you know, like anyone with like a cape or something. I think that would be kind of cute.
Okay, I'm going to come and cut Superman off, but
I know. I don't really like Superman, but
I'm like, no,
I think I should Superman anyway.
I thought you were gonna do like game characters that fly, not not.
That's a good idea.
Batman
game characters in general that fly.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
Because like Batman kind of glides.
He falls with style. Okay.
He falls with style, which is still not flying.
He's super Buzz Lightyear about that. No, like everything nerdy that I can get my hands on. G's got a bunch of action figures that are still in the box, and I'm like, either you A, sell those, or B, rip them open, because guess what? Baby's going to be playing with them. And I plan on doing like early consoles too, like not restricting.
As soon as player Siri, I'm not talking to you. Go.
Siri wants to be on the podcast.
As soon as okay, we're good. Player 3 comes out and can actually move. Player 3 thumbs. I'm going to be like, here is a controller.
Play here Overwatch with Auntie.
We are playing Zelda. No, Zelda.
I think they're probably gonna have to end up playing Zelda on like the original consoles because G wanted me to play them on the original consoles, but now that they're out on the newer ones, like I want them to learn Duck Hunter and shit like that. And I'm pretty sure I still have Duck Hunter at my dad's house. Like I want them to be not like well-rounded video game wise, and I'm not gonna say, oh, you can only play the Nintendo, and until you beat everything, you have to only play it because that's ridiculous. But like, I want all of the systems out there for my kid to see.
Well, I'm gonna buy an N64 because baby has to experience the terrible controller.
Yes.
But
hey, GoldenEye was pretty badass, okay? Yeah. There's certain things on that console that were baller.
Exactly. Terrible.
Yeah. No, anything and everything. So like the room that I'm recording in is the nursery actually, and like all of my nerd stuff, I'm leaving that up. Like, why not? But so if it's a boy, I'm switching this Harley picture to my Batman one, and if it's a girl, then I'm leaving it Harley.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm like, well, I'll just interchange it. There we go. And then like the whole room is full of nerdy stuff already. Like the Zelda sword is in here, which I'll probably take the sword down until they're old enough to like not touch it. And then the Zelda map is in here, and the bookcase with my Zelda proposal is on it. Like I think that's super cute to have all that stuff. If my kid doesn't like nerdy stuff, we're gonna be so screwed.
We're probably gonna like overpower Player 3 with nerdy things, and Player 3's gonna come out and be like, yo, I want to do ballet.
Right? I was just thinking
I want to play football.
Right? Can I go dig in the dirt somewhere? No, play your video games.
I want to go outside. No.
Guess what? Take your Vita if you're going outside. My nephew, I was over at my friend's house the other day, and he's running around with this little silver thing, and I'm like, what is that? Oh my god, it's a PSP. He's got an old school, like original PSP, and he's running around with it. And I'm like, oh, what are you playing? And they're like, I think Madden is in it, but the battery fell out. And I'm like, really? Get him.
Why would you give a baby Madden?
Well, it was his dad's game, like way back when he first bought it. And then his dad doesn't like video games, but he likes football. So I think he got it for like Christmas or something. And he's running around with this PSP that has no battery and is unplayable. And then he's like, playing with it, pretending to play with it, and then he goes, oh, hello, like he's talking on the phone. I was like, oh, so you have one of those PlayStation like Vita phone thingies. Okay.
Vita phones. It's a Vita phone.
I'm like, that was a thing that's not a thing anymore, so good luck. Okay, so yeah, anything and everything nerdy. And if you find awesome onesies, feel free to send me the link to those because I will buy them. Next question. Oh, that's from Alex O'Neill at ALFighter27 on Twitter, frequent guest of the Lipstick Nerds. He says, do you think Sony is going to deliver a show of empty promises again at E3?
At E3? Wait, yeah. Is that okay?
E3 is coming up, right?
Yeah, it's next week. Well, yeah, because Sunday is the beginning of a week. So yeah, it's next week.
Yeah, because it starts the week after you guys are up here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
13th, 14th,
yeah, no.
14th.
You guys will be here on the 11th,
something like that. Yeah,
and then the 12th is Sunday. Yeah, so it does start. Yeah, next week sometime.
Instead of Tuesday. Yeah. Will Sony? Wait, what was the question? Will Sony?
Are they going to deliver empty promises again?
So I don't know. What's the rumor right now that they're going to announce stuff regarding the 4.5?
Yeah, something that probably. I don't know. I don't listen to all that shit.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna say something about the 4.5 and how ridiculous it is that they're actually coming out with one and not just waiting until it's a 5. They're probably going to not announce PlayStation names because we say they're probably going to every time and then they don't. So we're gonna all hope again that it's changing your names. And
yeah,
I have nothing invested in this. I love my name and there's no way that I would ever change it, but I understand people that want to, but I don't know. This is just one of those that I'm
have it changed.
Yeah, I just keep track of it because it's really funny. So
I don't honestly, I think I'm actually more excited for. I'm saying this slowly because as the words are coming out of my mouth, I'm like, wait, aside from Persona, what games am I actually excited for?
Right.
But so I'm hoping Rockstar announces the Red Dead 2. I hope that's a thing.
So this totally leads into a question, which I was going to ask next. Shauna Cascarella, who owns AV Youth, at xShaunaOH on Twitter says, what are you hoping out of E3 this year? What's your white whale, if you will?
I have to look at the list again. E3.
Enlighten me, because I don't know anything about it.
Let's see here. E3. I know, like, honestly, Persona 5 I'm excited for because it's Persona, and the words coming out of my mouth right now should not surprise anyone on the show. So if you don't want me to say anything about Persona, please mute your microphone or mute your audio for the next, 6 seconds.
Or, 6 hours in lipstick.
Or hours, yeah. I don't just don't turn on the volume at all. It's cool.
Skip to the next episode in a month.
I am excited for Persona 5. That's honest. Actually, that's probably where that statement is going to end. And it's just, that's the only thing that I know for sure is going to be there. But I really do hope that Rockstar announces a Red Dead Redemption 2 because I freaking love that game. And I like Grand Theft Auto, but it's not it's one of those games where it's I want to play something. I'm not really anything crazy, so I'll just put Grand Theft Auto in and play that. But Red Dead Redemption was so good.
I tried playing it, and I think I got 2 hours in, and I don't know, I just couldn't figure out what was going on, so I gave it up. And
yeah, but honestly, the first hour and a half or 2 hours is kind of like a tutorial, and it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
But it gets really good after that, especially if you exploration. But I guess the big thing is some of the missions can get kind of, you're a cowboy. What do you expect? I'm looking for this.
I mean, I can see
who's going to be there.
That doesn't excite me at all, a Red Dead Redemption 2 or a Grand Theft Auto, because I haven't played any of the other ones. But I can see people that would be excited for them. And I actually do really want to play GTA 5 just because it looks freaking awesome. I just haven't gotten around to getting it and playing it. But yeah, Red Dead's not one of those things. I am excited for Persona 5 because I'm hoping that it will kick my butt into playing Persona 4 again and finish it, because I'm right freaking there. And I know that if I sat down in one day, I could finish it. I just need to sit and finish it. So one day. It'll happen. Unless they're my goal is to have it beaten before Persona 5 comes out, but I really hope that they don't announce that it's coming out.
That shouldn't be
a month.
That shouldn't be too difficult, though. I'm sure it'll come out for us this year because it's releasing in Japan in a couple months, I think.
Okay, so probably by holiday.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't really make sense to do unless they need more time, I guess, from
voiceover
September. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe if they need more time, it'll be early next year. So
yeah.
I'm literally trying to read and talk, and apparently it's not working in my favor. Okay. So let me confirm for a period. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care.
Yeah, this isn't really a crazy year. Whatever, if another Assassin's Creed comes out, it comes out. They should probably stop making them. There's not going to be any more Uncharted, so whatever.
There's a Last of Us 2 might be announced.
A what?
The Last of Us 2.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Ruth of Us 2, and I'm like, what is that?
No.
Oh, yeah, Last of Us 2, that would be pretty baller. That would be my white whale.
I don't know. That game is so good. Does it need a second one?
I think if it was
done... But they're done with Uncharted, so I guess they need to do something.
Yeah. I think that they could continue The Last of Us if every game was a completely different story.
What if they notice Ellie as an adult? That'd be kind of cool.
Or that would be cool.
like Joel is like dead now,
Right.
and Ellie's like like a young adult, not like a
Yeah, she's like 20,
adult.
19.
Yeah,
However
that'd be
old she
funny.
would be now. I mean, that game came out like what, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 4?
I'd probably make her a little older than that, just because Joel was probably what, like in his late 40s, early 50s.
Yeah,
Is
but I
that
mean,
too
he could
old, you
have
think?
gotten shot, or he could have fallen down a hole, or had a heart attack, or
That's
whatever.
true.
Because medical care is not that great.
Not a hole.
You never know. It was a really big
poisonous
hole.
snakes.
Oh, God damn it. Why is it always snake?
Nintendo, it's rumored that they'll have NX announcements, PlayStation Neo, Xbox 1.5. So basically a bunch of systems to replace the currently awesome systems we already have.
We were taking a tour of IGN during Kind of Funny Live 2 Friday morning. Kristen Slater was nice enough to set up a tour for like 150 of us. And Pierre Schneider was giving us our tour. And he was like, yeah, so we're going to go. You know, we have people covering PlayStation, and these people are covering Xbox, and these people will be covering Nintendo, and they're probably only Zelda announcements.
That's true. I'm
Yeah.
excited for that. Hopefully,
Yeah.
something good with that.
What new Zelda and new console are they going to announce that you have to buy the new console to play the new Zelda? Because that's what happens every time.
They said that you'll be able to play the Zelda on the Wii U, but they are doing the Nintendo NX, and I almost said NEX, Nintendo NX. So I guess they're gonna release it on
Both.
E3 as well as make titles announced. Technically not. Plenty of show. Here are our picks of what we expect to be available to see or hands-on at E3. So I've picked the first random website I could find on Google, which happens to be pocket-lint.com, or pocket-lint.com. I don't know why, but it was the first one that came up. And they are predicting that there will be a bunch of boring games I don't care about. Dishonored 2.
Whatever.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Whatever.
See, those are two I'm excited for, so that's why I said them. But okay, I'll read the whole list, but you'll be like to all of them. So Battlefield.
Yeah, Battlefield, whatever.
Call of Duty.
The last one was very
Call of Duty Remastered.
But only because mine had a glitch, so.
Civ, Crackdown, Dead Island. Are you excited about any of these games yet?
Are you just saying words now? Like, what even are these games? Never even heard of these. Okay, that's not true. I've heard of Dead Island.
Yeah. No Man's Sky.
Hasn't but that one's been like on everyone's radar for a while.
Honestly, I'm looking at this list and I see two games that you might actually be interested in. The Legend of Zelda, which we know you're interested in, and The Last Guardian.
Yeah.
Those are like the two games that I'm like, oh, Nikki would probably play these.
I feel bad about my want of The Last Guardian because I'm probably never going to play Shadow of the Colossus or Ico, but this fucking game has been so goddamn hyped and so needed and wanted, and G loves the other two games, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to have to play this one, right? Like, whatever. Yeah, so honestly, E3 this year isn't very exciting for me.
Speaking of games, did you see that Gone Home is going to be the free game?
Yes, I did, and I'm very excited about that. And there's probably a lot of people mad that they bought it, but I'm so glad that I bought it twice. Worth it.
Also, I picked up Oxenfree for the PS4, so I'm hoping that's gotten really good.
I'm really disappointed that that's not a sequel to Ollie Ollie. I mean, come on. How like perfect could you get?
Well, they could call it Ollie Ollie Oxenfree. Like, I mean, they could just use the full title and it would still
but like,
be
why
okay.
wouldn't you make why wouldn't you make games that's like the first one Ollie Ollie, the second one Oxenfree? Like, I wonder if they were gonna name this one Ollie Ollie and then the next one Oxenfree, but then the actual game Ollie Ollie like did it first, and they were like, "Fuck,
damn it!" Well, I'll just have to call it Oxenfree.
Yeah. No, we're gonna have to do a Twitch stream of Gone Home because you'll just be really funny playing it like usual. Then we can Twitch.
We still have to finish Life is Strange.
And you can laugh at how bad I am.
You'll be like, okay, Amanda, you have to play Gone Home, and then I'm gonna play Overwatch, okay? Can I cheat? Can I do like the finish it in 3 seconds or whatever?
God damn it, that's the one trophy I don't have. I spent an hour trying to
We'll just spend like hours trying to do that.
But no, you cannot. You cannot.
I think I'll be okay. As long as it's not raining, I think we'll be fine.
You'll be fine. It's summer. We'll be fine. Okay, yeah. Is that about it for E3 or?
Yeah, honestly, I don't really know. Like, I'm not going this year, which is kind of a bum. But
I've never gone. I want to go.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. They've started to slightly open it up to people that aren't media. It's like they do like a limited amount of tickets for regular people, I guess. I don't consumers. There we go.
Yeah.
So like maybe eventually. I know they used to do it that way. It was where it was like a big consumer event too, but really it's a lot of just like, oh, I got to get to this appointment. I got to play this game, running in our PR team has been setting up appointments the whole time. So, yeah.
I liked my PlayStation VR appointment. That was pretty convenient. Let's see. Okay. Next question comes from one of my best friends, Amy Gilroy, at AmyGills89 on Twitter. Says, will you ever do a European tour? I think we'd have to do a tour first for that to happen.
When I read this question, I like immediately turned us in my brain into like K-pop stars, and I was like, yes, we will. We will do a European tour. Winky face.
God damn it. So we've already talked about wanting to visit Japan, and it will happen one day. One day. It will happen. But
yeah,
like Ireland and England and stuff like that, they're totally on my radar of places that I want to go. So
I'd love to go back to England. I definitely want to go to Ireland and Italy and pretty much everywhere. I guess we have to do a European tour. Like, we don't have a choice.
Yeah. It's like
we'll take like a year.
I'm okay with that.
Travel.
I'll just leave player 3 with G. It'll be fine. Mommy needs a break.
We'll come back. Player 3 will be like, have TV and just be like, hi, Mom, and like staring at the TV like the whole time.
Like, the house will be burned down.
G will be like, so we don't live there anymore. We moved to a different location.
Hill doesn't tell me.
See ya.
Bye. Jimmy Rodriguez at Rodriguez_Jims with a Z asks, what are our thoughts on Game of Thrones this year? Any predictions? Are you watching? Are you keeping up?
I'm watching. Of course I'm watching. Are you caught up?
Oh, yeah. So there'll probably be some spoilers coming up. FYI, Game of Thrones. Skip forward. There's one more question we have. So we just started rewatching it again because my nephew comes over on Thursdays and he's 16 and we're like, you can watch a show with this much death and boobies. It's okay. So I'm like totally rewatching it and seeing characters that like were there and that are now popping up. Like the uncle that just popped up with Bran.
Oh yeah. Benjen,
yeah. So he was just in like the second episode or the first episode or something. I was like, oh, duh. How did that? Now I know who he is because he popped up and like Uncle Benjen, and I'm like, I've never seen this guy before. And she's like, he was in season 1. Yeah, we're on season 6. I don't remember that. Like,
and it's like they go. It's like, oh, here's what 8 episodes, 12, 10. They do like really short seasons.
Yeah.
So here's like 10 episodes of the show, and now we're gonna go a full year, and then it's like, oh, like it's so long between, and it's so many characters to remember. So it's like. I like that. At least I like that they like recap old things that happened. Like in the past episode, they were talking about like the Tullys, so they did a recap beforehand, and so I like that. But I also think that it kind of ruins the surprise when Bran was in the woods and the guy like saved them on the horse. I was like, oh, that's Benjen. Like,
yeah, I had no idea because I just don't watch.
Because I don't
remember. I just don't remember. I don't. And I like to not dwell on things in past episodes because then I feel like I think about it too much. And then when like the resolution happens, I'm like, oh, either I thought of that or, well, that's not what I wanted or whatever. So they're like letdowns.
So far, I've been really, really happy with everything that's happening this season. I think there was only one episode where I was like, why did I watch this? Like, what is the point?
Like nothing happened
like,
the entire episode.
Yeah, and it was like one of the early episodes too, like episode 3 or 4, something like that.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, and usually with Game of Thrones, there's like 2 or 3 of those episodes where I'm just like, was this even really needed?
Right.
So I'm glad that they've only cut that. I also like the fact now that they have no more like source material, I guess. So they're having to branch away from the books, and they get to finally like do their own thing, which is pretty cool.
They're still apparently bringing stuff up though that was in the books and hadn't been covered until this point, because she was like, something happened and he was like, that was in like the second book or something, and they're just now getting to it. So there's certain stories that they're still not caught up on, but for the most part they're like done with the books. No, I love it though. So I love Game of Thrones. There hasn't been a bad season. I mean, there's been bad episodes. Lackluster episodes.
Yeah. That's a good way to describe it. So yeah, I'm happy so far without getting into crazy spoilers. Everyone is really sad about the last death, but it's Game of Thrones, people. Everyone's gonna fucking die. Get over it.
I saw that
like,
one.
Seriously, it's like everyone's gonna die.
I was upset way to get his name though. Like,
oh yeah, terrible.
Poor little child. I don't even understand what happened there. Like, I just don't even like. I mean, I get kind of what happened. Whatever. It was a little much.
It's really awesome. Like everything that's being portrayed in the way that they're progressing and everything that Bran can do. So like the fact that they introduce it like that is crazy. Yes, it is a really fucked up way to get a name, but like just it's crazy. I'm
not at all invested in Bran. I honestly couldn't care less what happens. His story is fucking boring. He's like fucking broken, and all he does is lay there and get premonition shit and go back in time.
You just called a crippled man fucking broken. Sorry. He is fucking broken. I'm dying. I was so mad. Okay, here's a spoiler. I was more mad about Summer dying in that episode than I was Hodor. I'm sorry, internet. Don't light me on fire, please. Like, I was so mad that direwolf just went down like that. It was just like, oh, let me just walk into let me growl for a sec, and then I'll like go attack them. But they just like had him walk into like.
Yeah, I wish he would have like tore up a little bit more.
Yeah, it was just like, oh well. I was like, no.
Yeah, that was pretty shitty.
I was so...
Because goddamn it, we're going back and we're watching the first episodes, and like the deaths, just the ones that don't need to be there make me so sad. Like the poor little direwolf, the one that didn't even bite that douche Joffrey, like that they killed because they couldn't find the one that bit him.
Yeah, they killed Lady.
Yeah, that was so sad. And then who was it? The little farmer boy or the butcher's son who was fighting with Arya on purpose, like because they wanted to and it was fun. And because Joffrey's a little bitch, he had to die. So it's like all of these deaths that don't need to happen are just sad and disappointing. And
yeah, but honestly, I don't think I've been really upset about a death since they were like, oh, we're going to do this red wedding. And then you're going to come to terms with the fact that we're pretty much just going to fuck up everybody.
Oh, so. I was very upset about Jon Snow, but then I was like, nope.
Yeah, that was like...
Nope, it's not happening. It can't happen like that. He's coming back. Mark my words. I did right after the fucking episode, and G was like, he's dead. You clearly saw him get stabbed like 15 times. I was like, no. Like, but it's Game of Thrones. Once they're dead, they're dead. No, but he's not. I won't accept it.
No, I knew he wasn't gonna die. Honestly, if I'm predicting people that aren't gonna die, Daenerys will be fine. Jon Snow will be fine.
I want to say Arya, but she's getting a little feisty with the assassins, so it could be a little touch and go.
I think all the Starks that are left are gonna be fine. Because I think Rickon is gonna get fucked up, but I think he'll be okay. Because I think Sansa's gonna go in there and just fuck shit up with an army. Sansa and Jon Snow.
Yeah.
So I think he'll be okay. I think he's gonna get tortured though. And
what I think, I obviously don't know anything that's happening because I haven't read any of the books and whatever. Nobody knows what's gonna happen. My theory is that Daenerys is gonna get over there, and it's gonna be like Daenerys and then like Jon Snow and Sansa, and they're gonna have to butt heads, and they're almost gonna fight. And when they start to fight, I think the White Walkers are gonna come out, and then they're all gonna have to band together to defeat the White Walkers. Because, I mean, dragons are obviously going to be the ones to kill the White Walkers, right? Because you have to kill them with fire.
Right.
So it just seems logical.
And now wherever Bran goes, the White Walkers can go. So they are going to go over the wall now. So they used to not be able to go over the wall, but now because Bran is marked, they can go over the wall.
Damn it, Bran. I never liked that kid.
I never liked that kid anyway. So yeah, they're going to have to do something about that. And
yeah, I'm not sure if he'll last too long.
I don't know. Bran? No, he'll be fine.
Yeah,
probably. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. So somebody had a theory that like he was actually the guy in the tree. I don't remember his name. I always forget it. And if Sean was here, he would tell me. But
the old guy that was stuck in the tree.
Yeah. So Bran does like crazy stuff with like time travel. With warring and stuff like that. So there's this crazy theory that Bran is actually the guy that's in the tree.
That makes sense.
And that's why like he had to learn to become
him.
Basically learn to become himself.
Yeah. Well, and that's also why the guy in the tree was like, "You are me, you're gonna take the spot when I leave," kind of thing. Not like, yeah, like, I mean, honestly, how many other people have that? And he was stuck in that tree. So that's probably safe to say that his legs also don't work. So.
Safe to say his legs are also broken.
Yeah.
But it's cool. And all like Bran going into and telling the Mad King that's obviously like another prediction, and that's why he was telling the Mad King burn them, and that's why the Mad King was hearing voices in his head. It was actually Bran. So,
all right, that about wraps it up for Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So we have one last question at Sneaky Moniki, one of my bestie friends, wants to know what the best sandwich ingredients are, which is funny because it's not that funny. So she's gluten intolerant. And I just think sandwich ingredients with bread, and she can't have it, but it's all gluten-free bread. So, I mean, she still can. It's just
gluten-free bread is gross. I apologize.
For the most part, yeah. She's found these rolls that are like not that bad, but I guess you have to eat them all in one day or they go bad, which sucks because there's like 6 in a package.
You will have lots of sandwiches.
Yeah. So this topic makes me really sad because I'm not allowed to have deli meat right now because when cold meat sits in a cold area, listeria can grow on it, which isn't bad for like normally, but when you're pregnant, you're not allowed to have deli meat because it has listeria and that can be harmful. So this topic makes me super sad, but whatever. So there's a place in Ukiah that I really want to take you to when you come up, and it's called The Bottle Shop, and it's so delicious and they have the best sandwiches. So personally, that is my favorite sandwich from there. And I make it with, it's just like order what you want. They have a really good like French roll, like a soft French roll. And then I like roast beef, pepper jack cheese, cream cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickles, pepperoncinis, and mayo mustard. And it's delicious. If we're going like strictly generic deli sandwiches.
Deli sandwiches? So I love sandwiches.
They're just so versatile.
Like I mean, I prefer like turkey, chicken, and ham to any other like deli meat on a sandwich, but I just love
roast beef
sandwiches. Yeah, I don't really like roast beef.
I love roast beef.
But
roast beef is like number one choice, and I go with turkey if I can't have roast beef.
I'm making the chair squeak and it's gonna make weird noises on the podcast. No, it's my foot on the thing. In my hometown, there's a place which I can never pronounce because it's French. So we call it the Boo, and they make all their bread in house. So I always get either a French roll or a sourdough roll, and I put their chicken salad on it, which is cold chicken with. They mix it with mayo, walnuts, cranberries, and like a little bit of like seasoning, that kind of stuff. And then they put cheddar cheese and apples on it, and it's
kind of sounds like a chicken Waldorf, because like chicken Waldorf salad has like chicken, grapes, apples, walnuts, and like mixed with mayo.
Yeah, it's so good. I don't know if they call it that. They might call it something else, but
yeah, probably.
It's delicious. And the fact that like they make their bread in house too, so it's like I'm getting this nice French roll, and it's like huge. It's like a whole roll.
There's a place in town that does that. They make fresh bread every day, and it's called Shots, and they're one of the local like bakeries and stuff. And they started out as just the bakery, and they only had one location, and now they have 3 locations, and they do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And their sandwiches are pretty freaking baller. Like, they're awesome. I do on occasion, though, not on occasion, I do really like homemade egg salad. Egg salad sandwiches on just like white bread are delicious.
See, I'm like egg salad and like tuna. I like
love tuna sandwiches.
Like once or twice a year is like good. Like I'll go into the kitchen and I'll like the other day I came into the house and someone had made tuna fish, and I was just like, oh, like
not a fan.
But like other times I'm just like, I really want a tuna fish sandwich. So it's like, I don't know. I think it's just the smell that throws me off. But and it's lunchtime now.
It is lunchtime, and I'm starving. And I think we're getting sandwiches, but I have to tell G vegetarian. It's been so disappointing.
Aww.
So sad. I mean, the sandwiches are still really good vegetarian, but like, fucking miss turkey. And everyone's like, well, just heat it up. No, I don't. It's not the same, because I want to heat it up and then cool it back down. Like, no.
If you're going to heat it up, don't heat up. Like, is it deli meat turkey, or is it like turkey carb?
Well, both.
Okay,
so they're just like, or like the chicken or something from like the store. They're like, just buy a cooked chicken and then do that. But it's not the same. It's not.
It's not bad if you. Okay, wait. Now I have a question. If you were to buy like a rotisserie pre-cooked chicken from the grocery store, and then you cut it up and made it into like chicken Waldorf or whatever you call it, and put it in the fridge, can you eat that or no? Cold? Can you eat that cold?
Good question.
Because at that point, like, what if you carve a turkey, like, go to the store, buy a turkey, carve a turkey, and, like, eat turkey one night for dinner, but then use the leftovers for
I don't think so.
A sandwich. Can you do that?
I don't think so. I think it's the actual, just it being meat in a cold environment. Like, I can't really have cold meat. Like, that's the problem, is that everything has to be cooked. Like, steak, I have to have well done. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. I did not know there were this many restrictions. Like, I knew there were a lot of restrictions. And the only goddamn stuff that I'm craving, I want fucking blue cheese, like blue cheese crumbles or like hot wings and blue cheese, because blue cheese sounds amazing. And I want some freaking turkey. I want a turkey sandwich so goddamn bad.
Yeah, you want the stuff that you can't have.
And I want sashimi, like just a big old plate of freaking raw tuna and salmon. I would do nothing more. I would like murder somebody to be able to eat a whole thing of that right now. I want it, and I'm not allowed to have anything raw, and it's so frustrating because I don't really like cooked fish. So
yeah,
I'm not supposed to have that very much. It sucks. Don't ever get pregnant. Goddamn.
Oh, guess what? I signed up for. Yeah, wait, don't ever get pregnant. Oh, guess what?
No, stop the podcast right there.
I signed up for Blue Apron, so we're gonna try that this week.
I haven't been able to stomach anything from Blue Apron.
Oh no.
Yeah, we had to cancel. Because every time I think of Blue Apron, I think of one meal, and just the spices I'm thinking about now make me nauseous, because like just whatever spices they used in the one meal in my head right now, not a fan of it. And every time I think of Blue Apron, I think of this. No, it was good when I ate it. I just thinking of trying to eat it now. No, just not gonna happen. And just no. So
just no.
just not gonna, yeah. So we canceled because first I don't want to cook because I'm freaking exhausted all the time, and second I can't stomach it. So why?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But all right, we should probably cut this because we've gone over an hour now.
Oh yeah, we have. That's fine because the last episode was only like 45 minutes, which I still haven't posted. I'll get to it this week, I promise. We'll see. Okay, so this has been episode 43 of the Lipstick Nerd Podcast. Amanda, where can we find you on the internet?
So you can find me at AKA Amanda Kane on Twitter and other things. I don't know, just look it up. And then my PSN is still Xbox. And then I am also the community manager of a video game. That video game is LiveLock, and you can find me doing LiveLock related things at playlivelock.com. No, just kidding. Well, I mean, you could go to playlivelock.com, but you also go to Twitter and find it there. So
I followed you guys on Twitter. Woo!
Thanks.
Okay. You can find me at HarleyQuinn103 on anything, anywhere, and everywhere, most likely except Xbox, because honestly, who plays Xbox? No, I'm kidding. I think I do have a gamer tag on Xbox. We just don't play it. I just don't play it. You can play if you want. That's fine. You can find us at Lipstick Nerds on Twitter. You can email us questions to lipsticknerdsmlg@gmail.com. You can buy our shirts again. FYI,
yay!
Sale again for the next like 20 or 19 days. We just opened it up again. We had a really, really short run of them for like a 5-day run, and we sold 3 shirts. And then we had a whole bunch of people that were like, I couldn't buy them in time, or I don't have the money at the moment. And when are you going to do it again? I'm like, right now. So now they're open again. You can get to it, teespring.com. I can't remember what the thing is, if it's like /lipstick nerds or whatever. But you can find the link on our Twitter. Let me just pull it up real quick.
Do you have it pinned?
Yeah, I have it pinned right to the top. It doesn't say if it's like / or anything. Yeah, so
just go to our Twitter because you should be there anyway.
Yeah. So just, even if you don't want to have a Twitter or whatever, Lipstick Nerds on Twitter, you can find our link to buy our shirts. They're cute. You can get them in black and white and men and women's. So multiple decisions to make. That's it.
That's a wrap.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye, guys. Oh, I forgot I'm leading this.